All this for a frickin' video. Alrighty. Ah! Salutations everyone, my name is Beviraku and today I am doing a fursuit story actually. This isn't my fursuit, it's actually Kaelhas. They are a wonderful friend who let me borrow their fursuit for a few events and they gave me permission to make a video in fursuit. So I'm here now making my first ever fursuit related video with a fursuit I don't even own and basically borrowed from a friend. Kaelhas could be found on these socials. Let's see, I could barely see in this thing. Right here, in my top left corner, or right, yes, top right corner. They are a fursuit maker. They run a business called Raccoon Paws Creations? Raccoon Hands Crafts? It's Raccoon Hands Crafts, yes. But yes, Kaelhas kindly let me borrow this fursuit in order to make this video, and I am forever grateful. Thank you so much, Kaelhas. I really appreciate it. And now on to the story. Okay, so the first story on this channel, I wanted to do something that is related to first things. It could have been my first convention. It could have been my first ever YouTube video, but I chose my first ever fursuiting experience was actually this year at the Riverwalk here downtown in San Antonio. It happened around April, the start of April of 2022, and I decided, hey, since I have my friend's fursuit, and since they're letting me go to these events, I'm going to go down to the Riverwalk and walk around in fursuit. So I just did that. I found parking, paid 10 bucks for parking, of course. Got all my supplies ready, so basically the whole fursuit experience, balaclava, my belt, my tail, or Kaelhas' tail in this instance, the two hand paws, and the head. And simply I decided to first go down, look at my route, and make sure that I'm according to plan, because I don't want to be lost in fursuit without a handler on the Riverwalk. So I did that and I found my route. And what I did afterwards was, okay, I went back to my car and said, it's time. So I put on my fursuit, went down the elevator, and the first ever reaction to that whole debacle of adventure was the gatekeeper guard who was keeping charge of that parking garage staring at me, laughing, and then wanting a picture. I'm like, okay, I've seen it before, pictures are normal, I should expect those, so I took a picture with them. And then I went on my merry way to the Riverwalk. So I parked right in an area where I could easily access the Riverwalk, and I did just that. Went down to the Riverwalk and just started walking. I didn't care where I was going. I knew I was going to River Center, and that was my ultimate goal. So I was going to River Center, but I wasn't caring which route I was taking to River Center. And of course, it was a Friday night, so lots of people. And I received many laughs, many smiles. Some people were like, is that a furry? And I simply waved. I didn't want to talk in the suit because I think silent suiting kind of is a good thing for me, especially when wearing other people's suits. I feel having a identity where I'm borrowing someone else's suit kind of feels a little guilty. I'm feeling guilty right now by making this video. But anyways, so I started walking down, and of course those basic reactions of, hey, can I have a picture? Hey, my daughter's a furry. Can she have your picture? Can I take a selfie? Etc. Of course, there were some sour oranges within the crowd. Some of them wanted to, how do I put it? Oh. How do I put it appropriate for a YouTube video? Some of them wanted to ask questions regarding personal life, and they got a little too personal. And I'm like, okay, I'm a little uncomfortable with that questions. it was nice seeing you, but I gotta head off to River Center Mall because I'm meeting a friend there. Of course, I'm not meeting a friend there. I was just lying because I needed to get out of that social situation. Because I want to be nice, I don't want to be rude. I just don't want to walk away and say, bye. That's kind of rude. So I simply was a little standoffish and continued on my merry way. Good, it's still recording. Yay. Okay, so as I walked to River Center, as I elaborated before, many people wanted pictures, so I gave just that. And of course, I had the tail, sorry, not my tail, it's Kaelhas' fursuit. This is not my suit. Kaelhas, if you're watching this, I am sorry for my miscommunication. There we go. Oh God, where was I? Okay, I know where I was now. Okay, so as I was walking to River Center, I walked the Riverwalk, obviously, because, you know, Riverwalk, most crowded. I can get the most attention that way. And I did just that, and what happened was the boats were running that day. And, you know, here in San Antonio, when people ride the boats, it's typically tourists or people who just want to explore San Antonio. Most likely tourists, and the reactions I got, especially from the people riding on the boats, were laughs, giggles, and just happiness. And that's the whole reason why I wanted to see it at the Riverwalk in the first place. I really love the positive reactions fursuiting gets to people, because this isn't my first fursuiting experience. I suited before, back in a convention in 2018, 2019, with the same character head, and by the same maker, Kaelhas. Thank you so much again for that experience. I'll go ahead and explain that experience later on in another video, but basically, yeah, I'm just to the reaction. The whole reason why I wanted to sue in the first place downtown was to gain that positive reaction and just put a smile on people's face. Especially in these stressful times of 2022. 2022 is quite wild. So, as I was walking down, yeah, many of the people from the boats decided to go, hey, let's film this person. So I noticed with my poor limited vision, literally I could only see ahead of me, and there's a blind spot right here, so I gotta be careful what I kick. So with my poor vision, I managed to see a bunch of people recording me, people laughing, etc. And I really enjoyed it. Now, I finally reached River Center, and okay, I'm gonna rest a bit. Before I rest, I'm gonna do one lap around the whole River Center area. You see, River Center is like a giant U. It has the boats coming in through the middle of the U and taking a U-turn out. It's basically a U for the river and a U for pedestrians. So I decided to walk the U once and then cross the bridge to walk the U again. And in that time, I actually get a lot of reactions, and a lot of people address, hey, is that a furry, as I elaborated before. And it's so weird, it's so trippy hearing people say, hey, is that a furry, out loud to everyone, asking their friends. That's such a trippy experience. I'm guessing I'll get used to it in the future. Anyhow, while I was walking that U during my first encounter, I decided to go, hey, I'm gonna pretend that I am doing that nice fursuit walk that happens every December here in San Antonio. You see, we have a fursuit walk that happens in December at San Antonio in River Center, and then it goes down a specific path. Anyhow, I do that. I wanted to go to that area where they take the group photo usually, so I just did that. And I decided to record myself, so I took off my paw, got my phone out and everything. And you see, there's this kid. He's in the corner of like the box area where I'm taking the video and such. And he literally stares at me for a brief while, and of course his parents there because the kid's like, I can't, the kid's very short. And he just starts crying. Yes, I managed to terrify a child, make people laugh, and overall have a interesting experience all within one day. And yeah, I was like, okay, I feel bad, so I went ahead and took off my suit, apologized to the parent because I was like, yeah, Making your child cry is kind of a bad thing, so I apologized and I went ahead and started taking my break right near the entrance of River Center. So you see, I'm not allowed to suit in the mall, so I had to take off my suit anyway in order to go to the mall because I needed to get some stuff from the mall. So I do just that and I take my break. And then more people want photos. About 2-3 people approached me saying, hey, can you put this back on and take photos with me or my child? I'm like, sure. So I do just that. And people wanted photos in specific places, so I decided to go take photos with them. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. And yeah. Now, my adventure doesn't end just yet. And let's see if you're still recording. You are still recording. Great. Okay. So my adventure doesn't end just yet. I decided to go to the Alamo afterwards. So I take off the suit, or my suit's already off technically, and I walk to the Alamo because it's right near River Center. And I carry the suit around and people are like, hey, is that Fursuit? What school are you going for? What mascot are you? It was funny because when, especially older generation folk, they ask what mascot I'm representing, and instead of explaining what a furry is, because sometimes they don't understand that, I just say I'm mascotting and they ask what school, and I just say my old high school. I must confuse them very much because this obviously isn't a husky. It's a flying lizard. Anyhow, where was I? I walk River Center, I get out of River Center Mall, and I make it to Alamo. So I put on my suit right near Starbucks, and I decided to go, okay, I'm gonna walk. So I walk to the Alamo, and lo and behold, of course there's a line I can't cross. I knew about that already from the, like I said before, the December Furmy that basically walks furries around the River Center Mall, and then to the Alamo, and then to Hemisphere. And I do that, I avoid that specific line, and I just scoot around the Alamo Plaza and enjoy myself. And it was really great. Got many kids to laugh, got many people to wave at me. I waved back because, you know, I want to be kind, and I tried to make sure to interact with everybody who wanted to be interacted with. Of course, there were a few standoffish people giving me strange looks because who wouldn't give a strange look to a person who is wearing a dragon costume in public on a Friday night? I know I would give a strange look too. I even saw, literally, I saw the Nun and Deadpool there. I'm not tripping out, but there were people dressed as the Nun and Deadpool. Full on face covering, full on costume. They were there, I pointed at them, they stared at me, waved, and then they walked away. I wanted a picture with them so bad, so I can have proof to that. But no, no, I didn't get a picture, and I'm sad about that. Alright, so I walk around Alamo Plaza for a bit, and these girls come up, and they were like, hey, can we get a picture? Okay, I get a picture. And no kidding, these girls, they really wanted a picture. So there were like 4 of them. They got their selfie. And then one of them was like staring at the head, and then no joke, wanted to poke the eye. I'm like, this is when I broke the silence. I'm like, no, that's not okay. Please don't touch the eye. I appreciate it. And then she laughed. She was like, she literally laughed at me, asking them to like not touch the suit eye, like it was a joke. So okay, so I decided to go. Okay, I gotta go, and then I start leaving. But they start following me. So I, no joke, just fast walk around the corner and go camp out there for a while. Of course, I think that finally told them, hey, I don't wanna hang out or interact with you, please go away. So I did that, and after that, I returned to Alamo Plaza and I went straight back to my car using the Riverwalk, and this time I took the more populated route per se. Nothing too crazy where it's all cramped because I don't want to fall into the river, but I took the more route that was easily viewable by tourists, and I enjoyed their genuine reactions of laughing, confusion, positivity, and some negativity. I really enjoyed the reactions, and it was great. So I go back to my car and I'm like, okay, it's finally over. So I do just that and pack up and take the final photo before leaving. Yeah, overall it was a chill experience. And the moral of the story was to... What was the moral of the story? So, the moral of this story was to simply be yourself and try new experiences. Overall, I wanted to try something new, and I did just that. I didn't let my fear take hold of me. I made sure that I was safe, and I made sure to be sure that I could be independent by myself in suit. And I did just that. I was responsible, and I tried my best. And overall, I enjoyed the experience. It was a great experience interacting with people, making people laugh. And overall, that positivity was the best thing. I really enjoyed that positivity, and I would gladly do it again. And I'll be doing it again at Mini-Con that is coming up really soon. And I'll be recording some of it so I can post it onto this channel. And it'll be the first ever quote-unquote convention that I'll be suiting as. Again, using Kaelhas' fursuit. This is not mine. They gave me permission to use it in this video. Thank you, Kaelhas. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope that's it. If you have any questions for me in the comments below, or any other comments, just feel free to comment it. I don't usually ask, but you can subscribe if you want to. Suit videos will be coming once I do have my own suit. I don't have thumbs. Where's my one? I don't have thumbs. These are 4 fingers. Okay. Yes, suit coming. Suit videos will be coming as soon as I get my suit, which the maker, as I said, Kaelhas is making. So I can't wait for that. And once I have Beviraku, I'm gonna do unboxing and start full-time content with him. Convention experiences, every single thing. I'm gonna record everything and post it here. I just want to overall document everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And most importantly, be yourself. Oh my god, I forgot my outro. Most importantly, stay unique, be truthful, and have a furtabulous day. See ya! You know, I don't get how y'all do it. I know, I just went on a tangent right before I got to the Alamo part of the story. I don't get how y'all do it. Nas Hyena, Omnom, Splat, Majira, and other people that I watch online and really don't interact with because, you know, they're out of my league. I don't get how y'all just put on a suit to make a video and not have a script. I want to read off the script, but I am blind and I can't see without my glasses, so I'm going off of my memory and overall trying to establish my thoughts right there and then. Anyhow, back to my story. Okay, how do I turn this? Wait, how? Oh god, okay. Need to hit the button. Wait, hold on, wait. If you're watching this, at the very end, I need to do something. I am sorry, I never did it before. Let me take off my pulse for this. Boop.